Hi YouTube, Stephen here. Come to you today on Christmas morning 2016. Smoking my little retirement pipe, my Marvick pipe. Absolutely love this. In it, I've got my first bowl of Christmas Cheer 2015 and I'm loving it. I've got the 2016 and the 2017 in there, just waiting for the next couple of Christmases. So, I entitled this video, Merry Christmas and a Gift from the Heart. And sometimes you receive a gift that really there are no words that you can express in your appreciation, and I thought a video might work. So a little background story. Anybody that's watched any of our videos very long, you know the story of Louisa and I, and how she's been here a short time, less than 2 years now, and from the Philippines. Actually came from Dubai, but you have to go back a few videos and watch that. But of course, she's got 3 children that are still in Philippines that I've not met other than Skype and Facebook and whatnot, and that's a struggle. It's been going on 4 years since Louisa's seen her kids, and that's too long to be away from your children. So occasionally we get curious and we look at airfare prices and whatnot, and you know, as you know, I'm a bicycle mechanic. Louisa is a daycare teacher, and those jobs aren't really conducive to world travel. So tickets to the Philippines are pretty pricey. So not long ago, my sister Sandy and my brother-in-law Anthony were over for dinner, which they bring over every week, which is a whole nother set of videos. But after dinner, Sandy and Louisa were in the living room going through a giant pile of gifts that Sandy had brought over for Louisa's balikbayan box. All Filipinos have, if they're abroad, working abroad, living abroad, they have what's called the balikbayan box. It's a great big giant box that they fill with candy and gifts, and soaps, detergents, anything that we can get here that's better quality or even cheaper. They put it in these giant boxes, they put it on a ship, and they send it home, usually around Christmas. So last year Sandy had bought some things and put them in the box, and this year was no different. So they were going through all the gifts and things and explaining what each kid was going to receive, and it's pretty sweet. So I'm out in the kitchen finishing up the dishes, and Anthony comes out and very matter-of-factly, the way he is, said, do you ever think about going to the Philippines? And I said, yeah, every day we think about going to the Philippines. Of course, knowing that this process to get the kids here could take a week, could take a year, it's taken a great long while already, and it weighs on Louisa heavily and myself. So anyway, they know all about that, and Anthony asked if we ever think about going, and I said, of course we do, and he said, well, we've come in some extra money, and we would like to send you to the Philippines. And, you know, I didn't drop the plate that I was washing, but I almost did, and I didn't know what to say, and got a little emotional, as I'm wont to do, and I said, well, you need to tell my wife the same thing you told me. And so we go into the living room, and of course he tried to get out of it and have Sandy tell us the news, and Sandy said, no, this is your news, you tell her. So he told Louisa the same thing he told me, and you know, we had a good round of tears, and that in of itself is a fantastic memory. So after a lot of thought, you know, pros and cons, which pretty easy to decide to go to the Philippines when there are children involved, but I discussed it with my 2 grown sons, Etienne and Willem, and both of them wholeheartedly said, Dad, you got to go. You have something to do there, you need to go. So with that, we decided to go. So as Sandy and Anthony is, of course, you know, that's not enough. So we, right before we left, Sandy comes over with an envelope filled with Philippine pesos, which, you know, in our town here in Des Moines, you can't just go down to the bank and pick up pesos. You have to order them. It's a whole process. And she said, well, that way you'll have spending money when you get off the airplane. So the gift, it just keeps giving. So we decided to make this a surprise to the kids, because Louisa's oldest son, John Louis' 18th birthday was coming up, and we thought we would be there for his birthday. So we told a couple of her sisters, and we went to a restaurant, and we were in the back room, and we saw them walk by in the front of the restaurant there. And that's a feeling I can't really describe. So they came in, and when they saw their mom, it was pretty priceless. And then I stepped out, and I will never forget the look on their face. I wish we would have had pictures, but we were all so in the moment that there was no photos being taken. There was just hugs and kisses and tears, and it was pretty special. So being that I don't know how to, insert photos and things here, I'll just have to show you. This is shortly after we met. This is the family sitting down, eating. You got me and Justine, Louisa, John Louis, and JB on the end there. It's a priceless photo. So her auntie joined us, Auntie Rosie, brought a cake, and we had a wonderful dinner and a cake for John Louis' 18th birthday. We stayed in the Philippines 17 days, bonded with the kids a lot, the rest of the family. I met all the family. We took a little trip to Tagaytay, which is a kind of a tourist area, beautiful area. We checked off one of my things I wanted to do, went to the cemetery so I could have a few words with Louisa's parents. We met family, friends. We went to both the schools that the kids go to, and met a bunch of teachers and things, and just spent some quality time with the family, and it was wonderful. So I did notice while I was there, it was my 2nd year anniversary on YouTube, and I made a couple of videos back. You'll notice I did just some real short videos about that. And of course, the weather was about 95 degrees every day, very humid, flip-flops and t-shirts. We come home to Iowa and it's 10 degrees and snow. Well, that'll wake you up in a hurry. So of course, Sandy and Anthony met us at the airport with coats and hats and gloves and all the things to get through an Iowa winter to get us home so we didn't die on the way home. And halfway home, Sandy just matter-of-factly mentions, I've got some groceries in the back seat there because you aren't going to want to cook and go out to eat for a few days with the jet lag. So what do you say to a gift like that? You can send a card and say thank you. You can say thank you verbally over and over, and it just doesn't work. So I thought maybe a video on Christmas morning to tell them how much we appreciate it. So first, I'd like to thank Sandy and Anthony for giving us a gift that we'll never forget. There are no words to thank you for the appreciation that we feel. Thank you to John Louis, Justine, and JB for allowing me to be your dad. Thank you to Etienne and Willem, my sons, for encouraging us to go and being so supportive of our new family. So, with that, I guess I'll leave you all with Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. May the joy of the season be upon all of you. Take good care, and we'll see you again.